Hello, Sam-ariffic Science fans! This week's episode of Sam-ariffic Science is going to be a bit of a debate, trying to find the answer to a question as old as space travel. Is NASA a waste of money? I don't think so, and in this video, I'm going to give a few reasons why by unfolding the world of NASA. Most Americans believe that around 20% of America's budget is going to NASA. So with that information, it isn't overly surprising that 1 in 4 Americans believe that their country should spend less money on space, but they're so wrong. I'm going to ask you, what amount of the USA's budget do you think goes to NASA? If you said 1%, you're still too high. NASA only gets 0.5% of America's yearly budget, with 60% going to social programs and 16% going to the military. So 0.5% isn't a lot. Well, it is. In 2024, they got $25 billion USD, but in the grand scheme of things, it isn't that much. Most people say the budget should be going to social programs, but the social services already get over double the amount of money NASA is getting anyway. Also, this money is still going to a good cause for the most part. Do you eat vegetables? I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes. Do you see the importance of boats or airplanes? I'm going to say yes to that too. Our ancestors probably said, we don't need to spend so much time on agriculture, we need to worry about getting meat. And the same thing was said about boats and airplanes. NASA is now in the early phase of space exploration, getting asked the same question. But one day, our descendants will be saying things like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a trip to Mars or whatever. Boats, planes, and farming have all bettered human existence, and I'm going to say we give NASA the benefit of the doubt for this one. Plus, NASA's already doing things that objectively help us all. SMAP, for example, is a probe orbiting Earth right now, and it scans the whole planet every 3 days. It's constantly measuring soil moisture levels, and with that information, we can track droughts, monitor floods, and find the best land for farming. And as previously discussed, farming is important. The satellite cost $1,282,000,000 CAD. That may sound like a lot, but that budget could only give the continent of Africa, the continent with the most poverty, 1 meal each. However, they too have access to this info from the satellite, as well as the rest of the world, and can use it to make their own farms and reduce continent-wide hunger. It's like an investment. And if SMAP doesn't prove that NASA is bettering human existence, let's talk about the asteroid alert system they have. When an asteroid decides to hit Earth, NASA can use this system to see it coming and redirect it, saving people's lives, homes, and welfare. Now, some people will be like, but that was supposed to crash into Earth and kill thousands of innocent people. Well, let me tell you right now, the dinosaurs wish they had that system. I'm going to end this segment with this. There are 39 missions happening at JPL, and about half of them are still designed to help us, just like SMAP and the asteroid alert system. Humans need imagination. This video is about to come full circle as I mention the boats and planes again. Humans have it implanted in our brains to want to reach for new heights. Boats and planes were our ancestors' way of doing this, and space exploration, being led by NASA, is our way of reaching for new heights and expanding our knowledge of the world around us. The whole point is best captured by this image, the most important picture ever taken. With the exception of 3 dots, every dot and smudge in this whole image is a galaxy with millions of stars. And this was taken from a 10-day exposure of my favorite space telescope, Hubble Deep Space, at the darkest point in the night sky. The darkest point. We sent men to the moon, orbiters to Saturn, probes past the Kuiper Belt, rovers to Mars, probes into the sun's corona, because we're curious. Anyway, that's about all for this video, Sam-ariffic Science fans. Feel free to have a war against yourselves in the comments with your opinions. Just keep it simple, because I know this is a hot topic. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.